Hey guys, it's Christy. I know I'm in a different place and please ignore everything behind me. That is the bedroom. So, and I have one eyebrow done. So here's the story. I was actually going to prep my face and like do the eyeshadow and stuff before doing the rest of the makeup. If you're new here, my name is Christy. This is Christy's Corner. I do all things Disney, and then I also do crazy makeup. I usually do a live stream, but I wanted to record today. And then I remembered while I was prepping, that did not seamlessly go into there. I'll edit it. And then I remembered while I was prepping my face and starting my eyebrows that I had mentioned I would do from start to finish one of my crazy looks rather than just going over makeup I had worn for the day. So there's no foundation on or anything, and so I was like, oh well, I've got one eyebrow done, but we can record anyway. And yes, this eyebrow is very dramatic, and it's because I'm doing a Halloween look. So welcome to my half face craziness right now. I didn't want to take all my prep makeup into where I normally record because that's a whole lot of makeup to take in there, and that's why I normally don't start from scratch. I normally start from like a regular face makeup where I have one eye done, like both my eyes done, I remove makeup from one eye, and then I go a little crazy. Well, this look is going to be a full face look, and I stopped just before going on to my second eyebrow just so we can do this together, I guess, if you will. So yeah, we're doing a Halloween inspired look. The only thing I've done is I've put my Touch and Soul primer on, and then I've combed my eyebrow in order to do my eyebrow. My eyebrows are super simple because I use brow stamps. I actually don't use the stamp part, I just use the stencil part. So you can see this one's done. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Again, I don't do this dark of eyebrow normally. This is literally for the Halloween makeup. I used black eyeshadow. So I will probably voice over most of this video just because I prefer to do it that way. It keeps me from having to stop and chit chat, and I can just voice over it. Now that, I don't know, maybe, we'll see, I don't know. So let's just go ahead and get started. So for the brow, I actually use Mad Love Brow Stamp, but I use the stencil, and then I use a brush. And for this look, since I'm using black, I'm actually using the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm using the color, I think it says Abyss, maybe, I don't know, because it's dirty. So, and I just kind of patted it in there, tapped it in there, and I had already combed my brows. And then I'm gonna put the stamp or the stencil on here, and anytime I feel like the brows don't line up, I just wipe it off and start again. So hopefully they line up. And normally I don't go heavy, but because I'm looking for a dark look, I am gonna go heavy into the brow. I normally am just really soft with it to where it's not so defined, and I'm also not normally using black eyeshadow. I'm normally using like a light brown color since my hair is light brown. So for this one, I'm looking at it, I have a mirror here and here. I'm looking at it face on. I feel like I can fix this side a little bit. So I just take my towel and I wipe it off so that I make sure that I'm not gonna get any more on there. And then I'll just kind of line this back up over here and just focus on the end. And I'm happier with that. And again, I don't normally do this dark. I'm done with that. I am still gonna use some brow gel, and I am not picky with my brand. I've never purchased brow gel. I've always received it for free, so I use whatever. This one's Ulta Beauty brand brow gel, and I think it's clear, but I think I've used it so much that it almost looks brown. And I'm just gonna lightly do it because it's so dark. I don't want the darkness and the shadow to go up everywhere else, but I still want it to be in place. Now the eyeshadow, I'm pretty much gonna apply the eyeshadow the same way I do regularly. So I'm going to, the only difference is because I'm doing orange and black, I don't know, should I start with the orange or should I start with the black? I don't know, guys. Anyway, before I even start there, I am going to use my Shape Tape. This is 12 Beeves Beige, and put it on my eyelids. And I know you're not supposed to put it directly onto your eyelid. You should use like a sponge or something, but I don't do that because I don't. Oh, I forgot to dampen my sponge. That's one thing I need to do. So I'm gonna go do that and clip this piece out and have a damp sponge. Damp sponge back. So I've just tap this in like that, and I don't care that it's under my eye. It actually kind of conceals my bags under my eyes, so yeah. And then I'll do the other side. And normally I'm listening to music, but I was listening to Eminem, and I don't think I can have Eminem in the background while I'm recording, you know. I guess I could have put up my wall, like I have a white screen wall thing, but it's all the way upstairs where my husband is, and he's working, and I don't want to disturb him because I can hear him on a call. So we're not doing that. So you get to see my crazy bedroom. The bed's unmade. I didn't make the bed. Who makes beds? When you're gonna sleep in on that night. I used to, I don't anymore. All right, so I have the base one, and typically I do like a base, which I actually am gonna do. Like at first I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it, but I think I am. I usually use a fluffy brush, but I think that all my fluffy brushes need to be washed. So I'm just gonna use this brush and just put a base down. And for me, I find it easier to do a base. That way, when I go to put the darker colors on, they don't stick too hard and they blend in much easier. That's just me. And the base I'm using, it's like a white almost. I'm using, it's from Jaclyn Hill Palette Volume 2. I think that's all I'm gonna use for my eyeshadow. And it's certified. It's just this light shade right there. And I've used this a lot if you can't tell. So I typically actually put tape on before I do that, but it doesn't matter either way. So I'm gonna go ahead and put tape on. This just helps me with my cut, with making sure my lines are sharp and nice, and I don't have to do a whole lot of cleanup afterwards. So that's what we're doing. We're putting tape on our face. I don't know if other people do this. I know I saw the hack somewhere, so I know somebody does it, but I don't really know. All right, now we're going to, I think I'm gonna start with the orange just because it's open. I'm gonna use this brush. And I am gonna start with like, I don't know, which one do I want to do? Because I don't want it to be too bright because I'm going to be using this on the rest of my face. So I think maybe what I'll do is just transition and start kind of right here, and then go to brighter to where it's not overly bright, if that makes sense. And normally I go from this corner to that, but we're not doing that because that corner is going to be black, and I think it's easier to blend out the orange colors before blending out the black colors. So I am starting in this corner and working my way over. And normally I actually do a cut crease, but I'm not gonna do that today, mainly because I don't really want this section to be lighter than this section up here. I do want there to be shimmer right there a little bit, but I don't want it to be like majorly lighter. And when I do a cut crease, this section here is usually typically a lot lighter. So the reason I started in the inner corner instead of the outer is because this section over here is going to be black anyway. So I don't really need the majority of my shadow to be deposited right there in the corner. I do want it up here, but I don't want it down here necessarily, and I don't care if it gets down there because the black will cover it up. But I wanted the majority of the pigment to be like right here, because right here is going to be shimmery and right here is going to be black. All right, so now I think I'm just going to go on down to this orange right here and do the same thing. Again, I want it orange, but I don't want it vibrant, and that's kind of why I'm layering it with like a more neutral orange, but I still want it to be out there. I want to look dead orange. And normally I also leave the corner like to brighten it up, but again, I want this orange look, so I'm not doing that. And obviously I don't have my foundation on because, you know, whatever. I usually put foundation on after eyes. I don't know how other people do it. That's how I do it because I get fallout and I don't want to have to touch my face up. I'd rather just do my eyes and then do my foundation. I know tap, tap, tap avoids fallout, but it doesn't always. All right, now I feel like that is probably a little too pinkish. Nah, you know what, we're just gonna go. Who cares? I don't want it too vibrant, but I don't want it so too dull either. So I'm doing it. Who cares? I'm not a professional. I'll just show you how I do makeup because I like doing makeup. And then I'm gonna go in with this color too. Because I like to use a lot of different colors. And I don't have an orange sparkly color in this palette, so I may have to get one of my Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. Because I know I have some orange shimmery in there. But I won't do that until after I do the black. But I think, let me get some more orange up here in this corner to match that other side better. I think that's good. I may end up going higher with the orange. We'll see. But I am gonna go ahead and transition into the black. And I'm gonna use, so I'm using brushes that I don't typically use for eyeshadow because I need to clean my brushes and I don't wanna go to a brush that has like a random color on it and it bleed onto my skin. So I'm going back to the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going back to the Ibis. And I'm gonna, and to give it just a slight more dimension, there's this dark brown color I'm gonna add to it. I will blend this out a little bit too. I mean, that's kind of what the orange glitter is for, but I will use the regular orange as well. I will say, that's the one thing about sitting in here. It doesn't have the best lighting. But again, I just really did not want to take all that makeup into the other room. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to my orange. Ooh, that's in the other Jaclyn Hill palette. And kind of blend it to in here to meet up with the black, so it's not such a drastic change. All right, so I did mention my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I think I have a shimmery orange. I'm not positive. I have something similar, like this one right here might work. I was kind of hoping for a more orange shimmer. What's this? Oh, that might work. I'll go to that in a second. All right, so I found something that looks shimmery orange right here. It was covered up by other shades. Oh yes, that's actually what I'm looking for. Now I am gonna go back to my orange and kind of go over the areas that I got too shimmery, that I didn't want that shimmery. I'm taking that orange and I'm putting it on my pinky and putting it in the corner here. This shimmer orange. And then that white shade I used, I'm gonna go back up over here and kind of put it up there by the brow to kind of separate the brow from the shadow a little bit. And then I'm gonna blend it out. I got a blending brush up in here. This one should work. Make sure there's no weird colors on there. Okay. All right. My eye's watery, so we'll see how this goes. But let's go ahead and go to eyeliner. Normally I do like a lighting liner down there or whatever, but we're not doing that because we're looking for dramatic. So, and dead. So we're not doing that. There. So this is Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner. Okay, so I know it looks kind of crazy right now, but we'll take care of that. Okay, so normally I would do like contour and stuff like that, but I'm going for more of a dead look, so I'm not doing that. I'm actually not even gonna put foundation on. I'm just going to use my Too Faced. Actually, do I have a light foundation? One that's too light for my skin? I don't think I do. So I'm just going to use this actually. I am going to use it the way I normally would, as if I were to highlight or to contour, but then I will put it everywhere else too. So I do here, 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 and here. But I need some more of this. I'm getting close to being out. But since we're doing the whole face, I'm just gonna do this because it's lighter than my skin shade and I want the lighter shade. If that makes sense. So let's go ahead and get the eye taken care of, because we gotta hide these bags. And normally I also do further up in the corner just so there's not like makeup everywhere, but we want that there mostly, so we're gonna leave it. All right, now let's just kind of pat this in all over my face. And I'm using the smaller side because that's my highlighter side. This other side's for like dark foundation. And I haven't washed it since the last time I used it, so there's that. Okay, so my camera overheated, which if you know anything about when I record, it does that a lot. I really need a new camera. All right, so the eyeshadow is essentially done, and now we're gonna get into like the details. I will still do shading and stuff like that, and touching up and all that kind of stuff, but we're gonna get into the shading, like the details of what I want to do. So I'm gonna use, as long as it works okay, and actually I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the other palette just in case. So I have two things here that I'm going to try to use. I've got the Graftovine Werewolf Creamy palette, and I also have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Jet Black. They're both kind of like a creamy shadow or face paint, if you will. It's just one is like thicker than the other, so I kind of want to test it out and see which I prefer. I will probably put over it some shadow because it gets kind of I don't know, it runs, I guess, if you will. Actually, you know what? If it'll do it, I'm gonna use this. I know that's like, I just keep changing my mind here. So I'm gonna come from my line here and just bring it down like that, and then like that. It's not exact how I want it. We'll see what I can do to, and then I'll probably just fill that in with the cream. Kind of like I'm crying, but I'm not. Okay, so I am gonna go back in with the cream now and fill that in. And then I'll just use regular eyeliner up there because I don't want to get the cream in my eye. So again, my problem with the cream though is like in creases and stuff, it may smudge. So that's why I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go over it with some eyeshadow, which I probably will do. Alright, so for going over it with eyeshadow, this brush will probably work mostly. Uh-oh, it's got cream on it. I need to wash these brushes. I'm just gonna go back into my Jaclyn Hill palette, the one that has the black in it. I think it's volume 2, yeah. Alright, so that time we had a dead battery. We're doing great, aren't we? Alright, so I've got my drippy eyes, and I feel like it needs a little more. Again, I went in with the shadow rather than the cream. I think that's good. This pipe. I mean, it's not perfect, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be. I'm never good at perfect anyway. Okay, so the next piece, I'm gonna go back in with the cream and I'm gonna draw it out. I'm gonna be like, let's see, here. And I want it to get drippy. I'm literally just using this palette to make myself look drippy. I think I'm gonna fill a lot of it in with just this brush. Washing all this off is the not so fun part. Especially when it gets all up in your hairline. Not fun. And obviously, like the tighter spots, I'm gonna have to use the smaller brush. Alright, now I'm gonna go back to the tiny brush and get the smaller, tighter spots. I think I forgot to start recording because it stopped on me. I'm on the struggle bus today with my battery life. Okay, so I want most everything pointy when I was running, so hopefully we're good. I may have to take a break to go take some Tylenol or ibuprofen or something. So again, I'm only using like black and orange for this whole process. Okay, I got one battery charged to like 37%. So let's see if we can get this under wraps. So I'm gonna do my mouth next. Where did, oh, here it is. And what I'm really gonna do is just trace out where I want everything. So I think there. Like that. And then from there, let's go. Let's do the drippiness. Okay. I know it looks really weird, but I wanted to kind of build it around the drippiness. So what I mean by that is literally like, so here's a drippiness and I'm gonna go like this. Are you seeing it yet? The next thing I'm gonna do is color in all that. I may just leave my lips alone because I've got more to do and then fill that in later. Alright, so I finished filling it in where I wanted it. I kind of think I'm gonna go up a little bit over here. See, there's some like way up here. So let's take this one. Okay, I had to turn the camera off because my husband had to come in here and do some things, which is fine because I'm in the bedroom and I don't normally do makeup in the bedroom, or not film in the bedroom or live stream or anything like that. So all I did was added to my neck, which is what I'm doing right now. Okay, so now that I'm done, well, I do want to go like this. Okay. Okay, so now that I'm done with the black in general, I am gonna go in with this little brush and blend in some orange around. So as I was saying before my camera died, I'm trying to go in and add some orange. And I already did it to my neck because my neck started smudging while I had my hand up here, and now it's still smudging. That's not the one I was using. This is the one I was using. All right, I'm gonna be straight with you. These contacts are not the easiest to get in and they're kind of scratchy. So I gotta kind of clean up a little bit of mess I made and touch it up. And then I gotta do eyeliner and mascara. I'm gonna let these sit for a minute. They're scratchy, so they gotta quit being so scratchy. I don't think they really stop being scratchy. It's more along the lines of my eyes adjusting to the scratchiness. And my nose is running now. Woo. So I'm not doing a whole lot of touching up. I'm just darkening in where my fingers were. All right. I gotta catch my nose, it's running away. Okay, so the eyeliner, again, it's hard to see out of these, so if you could imagine, I can see. So I went with these instead of black ones because I could not see out of the black ones at all. So they're not prescription contacts. They're literally just contacts that sit over your eyes. They're definitely not the most comfortable. They wiggle around a lot. There. All right, so I'm gonna do just a little bit of mascara, and then I'm going to put some lashes on. So this mascara is Big Ego by Tarte. And the mascara is just so that my lashes blend in with the fake lashes. So this week, today is actually a work day. I just took the day off because I'm going to a rehearsal dinner this evening. Not like this. I'll wash my face. It would be so funny if I just hopped online and called a coworker and scare the crap out of them. That would be hilarious. All right, so the stuff I used was pretty simplistic. I used the two Jaclyn Hill Morphe palettes, volume 1 and 2, and then I used one of my Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palettes, and then I used Graphovine Werewolf thing, and I just used the black in there. And then I used Tarte mascara, and I'm about to use Kiss Magnetic Eyeliner with Glamnetic Lucky Lashes. The Lucky Lashes I find to be the best for what I do. And oh, I use my Tarte Shape Tape as my foundation because I wanted it lighter than my skin tone, and I don't have foundation lighter than my skin tone right now. Oh yeah, and I used Too Faced Better Than Sex liquid eyeliner for my eyeliner. I did do that. Let that sit for just a second while I like put everything away. That way it's a little bit dry when I go to put the lashes on, because if you put them on when they're wet, it doesn't work well. All right, here we go. Crap. I think Glamnetic lashes are my favorite just because they go on so smoothly. Like, they just go right on there. Look how smoothly they went on. Just like that. So simple. Man, they're great. Okay, I mean, I'm literally done. I am gonna take, where'd that brush go I was using? That's it. I am gonna take, I think that's it. No, I don't think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and touch up my mouth. Which I knew I would have to do. I mean, come on. Okay, guys, that's it. That's it with this. You know what? I'm not sure how long this took. I will know. So I'm not sure how long this took. I will actually know when I'm going to go edit it. So if I remember, I'll put that in the video somewhere. My neck's already smudged some, but you know, I don't really care. It's all smudgy down here anyway, and it's smudgy everywhere. It looks cool. That's all I care about. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and be polite. You know, we're here for fun. We're not professionals. I don't need criticism. I don't mind getting like pointers, but criticism's not welcome here. And plus, I really flag like almost every comment anyway. I have to proof the comments, and I have a lot of words blocked, so let's be nice. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a good one. Bye now.